Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We're all set to bring you a terrific contest here as these two divisional rivals renew acquaintances for the first time this season. There's always a little something extra at stake when these teams face off. It's the Seahawks going up against the Rams. Now, for the first time since December 24th, 1994, it's time for a Los Angeles Rams home game. And here to call it are our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we haven't had NFL football in this city for 22 years, but football is back here in Los Angeles. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And last year was sort of a tough one for Jimmy Graham. He wasn't seeing the same kind of targets he was used to. Then, of course, came the patella injury that wiped out the second half of his year. So he and Russell never really found the connection. And here's an instance where they get a ball picked off.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. So after the INT, it's Manning. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, L.A. Tavon Austin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And this will be a touchback, and as we saw in Week 1, the new rule, this one coming out to the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Lacey. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run it again with Lacey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On first down, Wilson. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And Graham's got it over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Here's Wilson. The grab made by Curse over the middle. Holding offense. So holding by the offense and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Throwing is Wilson. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. He finds his man, Baldwin. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And when he started rolling left there as a right-handed quarterback, I thought, boy, this third down play is going nowhere, but credit to him, able to pick up the first.
And all you righties who are watching the game at home, get out of your chair, get off the couch, move to your left, and then rifle one. You may leave a hole in the wall, as you'll have to explain later, but you'll see how difficult that throw actually was.
A gain of 32 that time.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll try to pound it in with Lacey. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. On third and goal, Wilson throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here we go with Lacey. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Eddie Lacy, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback, a multiple-time Pro Bowler. It's, of course, Eli Manning.
I still remember a scouting report that a former Giants GM had on Eli Manning coming out of Mississippi. He simply said he has it. And we always talk about the it factor, which means they're going to play large in big moments, in key situations, and Eli Manning has always had that.
Throwing on first down is Manning. He's got time in the pocket. And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. The 2015 Pro Bowler, Michael Bennett, in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So that tackle for loss by Michael Bennett, he was second in the NFC in that category last year with 19 of them.
Hard to believe that he went to his first Pro Bowl last year. I thought he would have gone earlier because his impact is always big on a game.
And in his 8th year now in the league. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The All-Pro from 2015, Aaron Donald, busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And he's got Lockett. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And he's brought down.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out here in the eye. Following the penalty now, Lacey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. It's caught outright by Graham. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Lacey. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy put in that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
On 2nd down, Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Back to the ground, it's Lacey. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Illegal blocking the ball. Offense. Still 1st down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Complete outright to Kurz. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's 2nd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route. and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating the pass instead of the run that they got.
They stay on the ground on first down with Lacey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And this seemingly endless drive continues. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They come out here in the eye. Now a 10th carry here for Lacey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Lacey will try again. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. They do get 6, but they've still got some work to do on 3rd and goal. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. That's caught at the 2. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jermaine Kearse, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Manning to throw on 2nd down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Michael Bannon in there to sack him for a loss of 6. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And that'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away. And boy, it's another boomer. Returnable for Lockett. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it. Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here's Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. There's Wilson to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Throwing on 1st down is Manning. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it. Got rid of it. No one got it. 10 yards still left on 2nd down.
3 down.
Manning will try again on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. From the gun on 3rd down, Manning finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Manning now on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete. 2nd down following the incompletion. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Manning. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it. Now the 5th-year man, this is Lance Dunbar. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. And quickly they get to the line. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And it's complete to Jacob Tamme. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On 2nd down, here's Manning. And his throw is incomplete. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Shotgun now for Manning. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Fresh set of downs here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Manning now on first down. Austin's got it left side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Zerline's kick is good. So we've come upon, and now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They come up in an offset eye. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Deshaun Shedd.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
To throw is Manning, backing up. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Manning will try again on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Now it's Zerline to try the Ram field goal. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And Zerline's kick is good. And that's going to tie us at 13. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. but you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll try to get the offense going with Lacey. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now Wilson on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Vinny Curry in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel. So you pay the dropping price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
The one running back is Gurley. And he'll get it up the middle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Throwing is Manning. And that's caught by Tammy. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Back now in Los Angeles. 13 all our score as we start quarter number 4. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
They begin the drive with Lacey. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Play action. Now Wilson. Rolling to his right. Complete out right to Kurtz. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. In the slot on the right is Graham. Wilson will throw again. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now Lacey. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 3rd down, here's Lacey. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Eddie Lacy, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. Keenan Robinson leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So still in search of the 1st down after that last completion.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for L.A.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. On 1st down, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's not much pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left. Contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Now a 20th carry of the game for Lacy. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will get the 1st down as he's up to the 20-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a 1st down.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Holding offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Wilson to throw. Being chased. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's John Ryan now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. Eli Manning and company getting set here as they head back onto the field. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough 1st half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
Back to throw. Surveying the field. It's caught. Left side. Tammy. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. 3rd and 4.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. And that's caught by Tammy. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And quickly they get to the line. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Mike Bennett in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man, the tight end Tammy. 12 yards is the pickup there. And that's going to lead to a third down. Now Manning. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. They'll get a couple yards on that one. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now Manning. Got to have this one. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot.
And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And they'll indeed take a knee. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So third down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end.